Ready to start. It is 8 o'clock. It's beer time here. And I'm live. Grrrrr. Greetings, humans. Greetings. And welcome back to another fun-filled episode. Beer here, 29-year veteran of the woods. And today, people, I tell you what, I probably should have kept the setup outside. Bear was just checking out the sunset, kind of setting down and everything. Looked pretty good. I couldn't do it, can't do it outside here today because all the boats. Oh my goodness, all the boats out there and the noise and everything. Ay. Bear would get struck so very easily. I probably have heard a free bird about 3 different times today out there. Just free as a bird down. Like, no, shut up. I don't care about Freebird or anything like that, for crying out loud. They haven't been relevant in decades. Just give it a rest, man. Give it a rest already. Playing the greatest hits from the 1980s. For crying out loud. Anyways, kind of enjoyable. We did that the last time, so we might try that, maybe during the weeks, like on a Wednesday or something like that. So not as many boats out on a weekday as on the weekends. Man, oh man, they come out. Bear runs into the woods, mostly scared. They don't have a whole lot of food. Lots of booze. Bear could use some booze, but definitely not the Bud Light variety out there. All right, good to see P Money out here. He says, okay, I should be able to attend this one. Well, finally, P Money, finally he can attend it here. Probably is crying in his Molson out there. Bear is too. His hockey team didn't last very long, so there you go. You can always cheer on the Panthers, I guess, but I don't know why. Anyways, we're taking a complete detour into hockey talk, and we don't intend to. So let's go ahead and get right on into it, people. We've got I don't know. Bear has become fascinated with Batman in a bathing suit. Very odd. Very kind of, it shouldn't work, but yet somehow it does here. So we'll talk about that in just a little bit. But here we go. Here's the full size image there of Batman, and I'm assuming Catwoman. Out there. So there you go. Pretty cool. But first, let's actually get into. We've got only a couple of them. Let's go ahead and get into some. No, not that one. Come on, Bear. 2 minutes in, and you're already screwing up here. Do some campaign updates. We only got 2 of them here today, so let's go ahead and get them out of the way, and then we'll get right back into it. Batman, bathing suits, yada, yada, yada. This from Shane Davis out there. Bear always has to be cautious out there. Almost saying shaved anus. I don't want to say that. Shane Davis, not shaved anus. He has a new project out called Axcend. Axcend sounds like a body wash. Axcend Level Up. Coming to a crowd-funding site near you in 2023 is Shane Davis's Axcend book series. Axcend Level Up will be the 3rd comic series from 9 Lives Comics. So there you go. There's a preview look there. Axcend tells the story of a group of gamers mistakenly set loose on a virtual reality game into the real world. Wait, what? Axcend tells the story of a group of gamers mistakenly set loose a virtual reality game into the real. Okay, I guess it's the virtual reality in the real world, and they risk everything to save an existence they always sought to escape. Actually, that's not a bad log line there. That's actually pretty good. I'm going to say, very kind of concise and to the point there. Pretty good. Good job, Shane. Good job. Bear kind of had some comments about the, what was it? The Inglorious Rex book. Very good book. He just kind of would repeat the whole, the guy's his brother kind of story there. And it's like, okay, we get it, Shane. We get it. We are planning on a 2023 launch for this campaign. That's this year. And we'll be offering an exclusive trading card tied to a secret tier that you will only get access to if you sign up on their pre-launch list. There will also be a discounted tier that you do not want to miss out on. Pretty cool. This campaign will launch on both Indiegogo and his own website out there, 9 Lives Comics. Some of the comics creators out there are starting to do a little bit more of that. I think the new Downcast, Clint Stoker is doing it on his own website there. I recall Alterna Comics is doing their own comic web page out there. Let's see, there's a couple other ones as well. I think we'll get into the next one here. Joe Frankenstein, Compass Comics out there, a couple other stuff out there. So it's becoming a little bit more in vogue, mainly because Indiegogo. Oh my God, just shadow banning everyone. Bear went to check out, wanted to check out something real quick on one of the campaigns there, and man, kind of like your national news out there. It's more kind of notable about what they don't show than what they do show. Whole bunch of stuff out there that they're not doing out there. All right. Anyways, at Nine Lives Comics, featuring the exact same tiers and bonuses. So there's no need to sign up, no need to be signed up to the pre-launch on both sites. We will also be adding a brand new story to the world of Axcend in the form of a supplemental storybook. This will be an absolutely amazing book with 4, not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 people, talents from within the CG community. Well, Shane, Bear appreciates it, but go ahead, let another artist do it. Bear will take his talents elsewhere. Each artist will be tackling different game worlds in one overarching story. We'll be releasing more info as we approach the launch of the campaign, and the only way to get the deets, that's what the kids are saying these days, is to be on our pre-launch list. So there you go. There's some interesting Shane Davis art out here. Pretty cool. I think it's Shane. This looks like might be another artist out there. We look forward to seeing you at the launch of our 4th crowdfunding comic book and appreciate your continued support. I thought it was their 3rd. Whatever. I think Inglorious Rex 2 would be their 3rd one there, unless they're counting like series or something. I don't know. Whatever. However he worded it here. This almost looks like Narwhal. Wonder if this is a narwhal joint out here. Be kind of interesting. There we go. Oh, 3rd comic series. There we go. It really depends on how it is labeled there. Yes, indeed. Kind of oddly labeled. But there you go. Axcend Level Up. That would be from, say it with me, people, Shane Davis. Shane Davis, not shaved anus out here. Yes, indeed. All right, moving briskly along. We've actually got, let's see, where is it? Come on, Bear. One of these days. Speaking of which, we've got another one here from, there we go. From Graham Nolan, Compass Comics out here. It is a Franken Friday, people. Well, actually, it's Saturday, but that's all right. We'll let that pass here. There will never be another Franken Friday? I guess not, especially since it was yesterday. There you go. Joe Frankenstein Part 2. There's Frankenstein just kicking booty I always keep forgetting. Midget Charles Bronson out here. Midget Charles Bronson. Well, I guess maybe he's not a midget. I guess maybe Joe Frankenstein's, maybe 8 or 10 feet tall, maybe. And it's a normal Charles Bronson out there. But to me, to Bear, it looks like a midget. A midget with a gun. The worst kind. The worst kind out there. There you go. Is that a windmill in the background there? That's kind of, I don't know if that is a windmill in the background or not. By the way, I actually have, hold on. Let me find it here. Had a good one. Hold on one second here, people. Speaking of windmills, where was it? Oh, did I not bring it? Oh, for crying out loud. Here it is. Here we go. I thought I had it here. Thought that was kind of interesting out there. Always trying to save the environment by killing the animals out there. So there's your windmill. Beer just happened to see that in the Joe Frankenstein one here. It's like, aha! I know what I have here. It's right in the back pocket. if Bear had pockets. Or pants, for that matter. Or pants. There you go. There is Joe Frankenstein battling some type of monster. If only he had a midget Charles Bronson with him, he'd be okay. I think he would survive. Hey there, Franken fans. Hey! Joe Frankenstein Part 2 is now live. You can click the green link above and get your copy. You didn't get Part 1 yet. Bear's still waiting. Well, little Timmy's still waiting. Not a problem. After all the backers to Part 1 are fulfilled, then the book will be available on the Compass Comics website. And please take a look at our other campaign that will connect all of the Compass Comics together, like north, south, east, and west there. I guarantee you will want to read Joe before you read the ghosts. Oh, say it with me, people. The Ghosts of Natakumaki in August. He says, have a great weekend. The best, people, from Graham out there. So there you go. You can check that out. Check it out, the Joe Frankenstein Part 2. Go ahead and sign up for his pre-launch. I think this is a pre-launch, if I remember correctly. Whatever. Anyways, there we are. From Compass Comics. There you go. There we are. Let me get back here. And Bear has stunned his audience with his brilliance out here. Yes, he has. Anyways, want to say hello to everybody out there. Let's go ahead and get right on into it, because we actually have something here. Because where is it? Somewhere. For crying out loud. There we go. One of these days, professional show. Yada yada yada. All right, let me do the thing with the thing. There we go. There we are. Wait, why isn't it showing? Oh, for crying out loud. Let's see. There we go. There's that. There is... Why is that not showing? Okay, hold on. Let's see. Does this work? Oh, that works. Oh, finally. One of these days, Bear will figure out how to do the computer. Not today, though. Definitely not today. All right, let me get rid of this. Get rid of that. Do the thing with the thing. Yada, yada, yada. Talk amongst yourselves. There we go. Here we are. There we are. From comicbook.com and Jenna Anderson, DC announces Gnort's Illustrated Swimsuit Edition. DC is celebrating the summer months in a one-of-a-kind way, people. On Thursday, DC announced the first details surrounding, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, Gnort's? I'm going to say Gnort's. Gnort's Illustrated Swimsuit Edition. A new one-shot that will be released on August 29th. The 48-page one-shot will be some of the best swimsuit covers from recent years of DC Comics. A trend that officially began with a string of variant covers in 2022. I think Bear started covering that. I remember seeing something about Batman in a bathing suit. I'm like, what is going on with this? And it was kind of odd, but at the same time, it sort of worked. So let's go with it. What the heck? Why not? Gnort's Illustrated Swimsuit Edition will be adorned by a main cover from Vasago Georgiev. Georgiev. Gorgiev. Whatever. With open to order cardstock variants covers by J. Scott Adams and Adam Hughes, and a 1/25th variant cover by Pablo Villalobos. Villalobos out there. So there you are. According to DC's official description for Gnort's Illustrated Swimsuit Edition, you may know Gnort as the bumbling Green Lantern who protects Space Sector 68. Then again, you may not know Gnort at all. That would be Bear's case. Whatever the case, get ready to see him in his newest role as host and proprietor of this very special Swimsuit Edition comic. Well, let's check it out. Let's check it out, people. Let's see. There's the one that Bear took the thumbnail from, and there's Gnort. I'm trying to get dried off. Bear has that same look whenever he tries to use the hair dryer out there. It just doesn't work on Bear. This doesn't work on Bear. Join our favorite fuzzball. Oh, you're too kind, people. You're too kind. Oh, Gnort. Join our favorite fuzzball, Gnort, as he showcases some of DC's best swimsuit covers and most swimtacular stories. From Flash and a Speed Force racing briefs, to Batman in a bat thing. It's bathing, not bat-hing. Whatever. Suit in this very special one-shot is summer fun from bikini top to bikini bottom out there. There we go. That's okay. It kind of looks a little gay out there, but we'll roll with it. We'll roll with it out there. Whatever. What the heck, man? Why not? 2023. So close to Pride Month. Yada, yada, yada. Here we are. Let's see. P-Money says, I made it. If Bear comes on with a swimsuit, I'm out. Don't worry, P-Money. Bear is always el natural. El natural. Yes, indeed. That's why he's only filmed from the waist up. Gnort's illustrated swimsuit edition will feature art from a whole bunch of people. We're not going to get into it. I'm sure your favorite is somewhere in there. Superhero comics and swimsuit specials have shared a... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not even showing that. For crying out loud, Bear. One of these days. Yada, yada, yada. Professional show. There we go. There is all your artists right there. I'm sure you have a favorite one. Superhero comics and swimsuit specials have shared a unique history, beginning with Marvel's swimsuit special annuals of the 1990s, modeled off of Sports Illustrated swimsuit specials of the same era. Oh man, what a nosedive Sports Illustrated has become. They often depicted heroes. Why do they have Martha Stewart on there, for crying out loud? I mean, nothing against Martha Stewart. I mean, she learned her trade in the prison there, but man, why? Come on, man. Blah, 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 as they often depicted heroes and villains in more casual swimwear. There's been a renewed push from fans for official swimsuit specials to be brought back, with Marvel announcing and then canceling one in 2019. How dare you? Will you be picking up a Gnort's, whatever, illustrated swimsuit edition? Not really. I can get it for free right here. Boom, pow. Bada bing, bada boom. I've already got it. There we are. Perfect. Didn't have to spend a dime. So there we go. There is, let's see, a Jenna Anderson and comicbook.com. Yes, indeed. People ask, I wonder if there has been a Galactus in a swimsuit. Well, I'm sure if you talk to one of these famous artists down here, I'm sure they'll do one. Maybe next year. All Bear saw was that cover and that cover, so not so much. I think that they were trying to put in like all the ones from like all over the years there. But it's only been like, what, two years, right? Didn't they start it in 2022? 1 year. But began a string of variant covers in 2020. Yes, I don't even have that many. They got to fill up all those 48 pages. So maybe we will get Galactus hanging out, I don't know, by the pool? Do you think Galactus is more of a pool fella or a beach guy? Or maybe a lake. Maybe he enjoys the lake. You never know, people. There you are. So there we go. That's comicbook.com. And going from comicbook.com to comicbook.com. That would be Patrick Cavanaugh. A Godzilla producer, Dean Devlin, reflects on disappointment of 1998 film and sequel plans. There were sequel plans? Interesting. Someone needs to tell Uncle EVS for a Cyberfrog swimsuit edition. Actually, they had Malin came out with one. I want to say that was for the... Was it for the third Graveyard Shift? If Beer remembers correctly. Might have been for the second one. What was it called? Like Visions or something? Yeah, he had a whole bunch of different CG artists. I remember Kyung Lee drew one. A number of great artists out there drew. Gosh, I'm trying to remember how many pages it was. It was a good book. It was a pretty thick book there. Mainly of Graveyard Shift characters, but pretty cool. We've already done one in Comics Cage. Always done one. I don't know. A Cyberfrog one, maybe. I don't know. What's the? I'm trying to remember the chick in there. Not Lilith. Lilith's the little girl, but oh gosh. Anyways, Heather. She would do good in a swimsuit there. That would be kind of a Cyberfrog / Heather swimsuit. That'd be an interesting one there. Pretty good idea. All right. Anyways, blah blah blah. Godzilla. Who are we doing? Patrick Cavanaugh. Following the massive successes of Stargate and Independence Day, a creative team, Dean Devlin and Roland Emmerich, seemingly could do no wrong in the 1990s. Though their 1998 attempt to deliver a Godzilla to American audiences was met with major disappointment. While there are a number of factors that contributed to that underlying reception, Devlin thinks he knows exactly what the issue was. Was it getting Ferris Bueller to star in an action film? Was that it? Was it hiring a bunch of actors with, aside from Matthew Broderick, no chemistry whatsoever, other than maybe, oh God, what was the French guy's name? Jean Reno? Jean Reno was great in that movie. Everybody else was completely terrible. Well, except for Godzilla. Let's see. Devlin thinks he knows exactly what the issue was, which was the storytelling decision. Come on, man. To make the creature itself a neutral figure as opposed to being a force for either good or bad, leaving audiences baffled about how to react to the situation. The filmmaker also noted that plans for a follow-up would have seemingly corrected that issue more definitively. He says, we made an intellectual decision that sounds good in the room, but it's really terrible for making a movie. That could go for like 100% of movies made these days. I mean, go down the list. I mean, Bear's not talking about Star Wars anymore, but, like Ant-Man or something like that. I mean, it's like, yeah, that sounded, MODOK, but that sounds like a great idea in the room, but it's a terrible, terrible movie idea. Dean Devlin shared with Yahoo Entertainment, we decided that Godzilla was neither good nor evil. It was just an animal looking to reproduce. Well, hey now. Hey now. It was a threat to us because it puts us at risk in order to survive. This is true. It's an interesting way to approach it, but it doesn't tell the audience how they're supposed to feel about the title character. Of the creature being killed, Devlin pointed out, audiences were like, am I happy he's dying? Am I crying? I don't get it. So there was a huge mistake. Had I been able to do it all over again, I would have made Godzilla an absolute hero, and everyone would have been rooting for him the whole time. Well, Bear did. He's like, yeah, tear down New York City. Yeah, crush all those people. Rah! I thought Bear was saddened when Godzilla died in the movie. I don't know where everybody else was. And they killed all the babies too, didn't they? Didn't they kill all the baby Godzillas? That was kind of weird. Actually, that was probably the best part of the movie, was the whole Madison Square Garden alien baby eggs opening and running amok. That was actually pretty good. The rest of it, not so much. What was it? Was it P. Diddy? Was it P. Diddy that did the song for that with the dun 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 dun? Who was that? Led Zeppelin. Didn't they rip off like Led Zeppelin or something like that for their Godzilla soundtrack or something? Whatever. It didn't take long for Devon and Emmerich to realize the error of their ways, almost immediately determining that a follow-up film would offer the opportunity to frame Godzilla in a more heroic light. More heroic. P. says, the 1998 film was just a big lizard. I refuse to call that creature Godzilla. I always thought Matthew Broderick was the main villain of the movie. There you go. That turns it on a new perspective out there. What was his like I'm trying to remember what his he was the French guy, he was like some sort of French special forces. That was actually pretty cool. That part of it. What was Matthew Broderick? He was doing something. He was like a researcher or something like that, but it was okay. He found evidence of all this stuff, but why was he I don't understand why he was the center of the film. That was just a very odd casting decision. It was an odd, just terribly written part of it. I don't know. That was kind of odd there. Bear agrees. Bear agrees with P Money out here. We really wanted to go to Monster Island, he confirmed. In the original Godzilla movies, Godzilla started off as a monster. How dare you, sir? But became a hero by the time Monster Island was introduced. Based on the poor reception the film earned, the studio opted not to move forward on a sequel. Was it Sony? Was it Sony that was doing that? I forget. Broderick's character was a scientist who studied how animals were affected by radiation. Yeah, again, that it fit in with the first 30, 40 minutes of the movie. Yeah, when Godzilla wasn't even on screen, but it's okay, but now he's in New York City and he's just kind of hanging out and everybody's like, Matthew Broderick, what do we do? And he's I don't know, I just study lizards. They do this. All right, Matthew Broderick, you're a genius. Let's go do it. They should have just made John Reno the main guy on there. Bad guy or good guy, however you want to put it there. But yeah, that would have made a much more entertaining sort of action film, kind of watching French special forces kind of go toe to toe with Godzilla in New York City. That would have made an interesting film. Matthew Broderick, not so much. Okay, he was good in Glory, obviously pretty good in Ferris Bueller. I can't think of anything else that. It's been just oh wow, Matthew Broderick, it's changed my perception. He's just great actor. I can't think of anything. Glory was good, Ferris Bueller. The whole movie killed his career, unfortunately. Poor guy. Should have never went into the movie in the first place. He'd be better off here. Be better off. Ruth is doing the laundry, and she said, tell Bear I say grrrr. Thank you, Ruth. Thank you so much. And hello to you as well. I have, and good job on the laundry out there. That is tough work. Luckily, Bear does not have to do laundry. He just goes into the river and just kind of sloshes around a little bit and poof, clean. Scares a lot of people out there, but whatever. That's all right. I have so much PTSD from my experience with Godzilla, said every audience member that ever saw the movie. Excuse me. I can never bring myself to watch the new version, the filmmaker joke. That chapter of my life is closed. There you go. There you are. What do you think of the filmmaker's remarks? Well, I just let you know. Dang it, Patrick Cavanaugh. How dare you, sir? How dare you? All right, moving briskly along to our good friends over here. It's bounding into comics. Uncle E versus Fandom Menace Black Pills. Oh, okay. Or Black Pilates. Bear would go with Uncle E. The Fandom Menace have kind of... Nothing wrong with the audience out there and the fans and all that stuff. Beer has no problem with any of those folks. Just some of the main guys there, not so much. Not so much. A lot of complaining and not a whole lot of, okay, this is what we do about it. Not so much. It'd be great to see Miguel here. Haven't seen Miguel in quite a while. Or P-Money. It's great to have both back here. What the hell's going on here? Crying out loud. Willow writer John Bickerstaff. What a great name. Bickerstaff. Described series getting removed from Disney Plus as absolutely cruel. Cruelty, people. Cruelty. Willow writer John Bickerstaff recently responded to a report that the Walt Disney Company would be removing Lucasfilm's Willow series from its streaming service just 6 months after its finale is absolutely cruel. Boy, that's funny. It's cruel. Cruel, absolutely cruel. That's what Beer thinks about it. A report from Deadline detailed that the Walt Disney Company would remove Willow, the making of Willow, Big Shot, Turner and Hooch. God, no, don't get rid of Turner and Hooch. The Mighty Ducks, no. Just Beyond, A Diary of a Future President, The Mysterious Benedict Society, and The World Occult. What? No, not Jeff Goldblum. Why? Would be removed from Disney Plus streaming platform. Other titles being removed from Disney Plus, including Marvel's Project Hero, Marvel's Empower, Marvel's Voices Rising, the music of Wakanda Forever. Man, oh man, Wakanda Forever just really kind of did an Amber Heard on the bed there. Cheaper by the dozen. Oh, for crying out loud. Is that the one with Steve Martin in it? Rosaline, the one and only Ivan, Stargirl. Oh my goodness. Artemis Fowl, The Princess, Encore, A Spark Story. Is it Encore and the Spark Story? I don't know, whatever. A Black Beauty, how dare you? How dare you? Clouds, American the Beautiful, Better Nate Than Ever, Weird But True, Timmy Failure, Be Our Chef, Magic Champ, and How, for crying, not Howard, Howard! For crying out loud. It goes on, holy cow, people, just hold your horses here. By the way, Bear's horse lost. Came in last place. Thanks a lot, number 4. Earth to Ned, Foodtastic, Stuntman, Disney Fairy Tale Weddings, Wolfgang, It's a Dog's Life with Bill Farmer, The Real Right Stuff, The Big Fib, Rogue Trip, More Than Robots, Shop Class, Pick the Litter, Own the Room, Among the Stars, Harmonious Live, and Pentatonics Around the World for the Holidays will also be removed from Disney Plus. No. Why? Well, except for Turner and Hooch. That's not going to be missing anything there. Turner and Hooch and The World According. I haven't even seen it, but anything with Jeff Goldblum, got to go with. Got to go with there. Turner and Hooch. I can't believe it. Why would you take out Turner and Hooch? Well, unless there's certain things with, what's his face there, the actor there. What's his? There's more. Holy cow! I'm sorry, people. There is literally more here. The outlet also reported that why the Last Man? Why? Dollface, The Hot Zone, Maggie Patrol, not Maggie Patrol. The Premise, Love in Time of Corona. Is that the beer? I guess. Or the Woo Flu. One of the two. Everything's Trash. One of Beer's favorite shows. That doesn't mean that everything's trash. Best in Snow. Best in Dough? Really? Best in Show. Best in Dough. Darby in the Dead. The Quest. And Little Demon. are being removed from Hulu. Oh my gosh, these ladies, they are not thrilled at all. Not at all. P-Money says, I can tell from Bear's laugh, he is very devastated it was canceled. Not only it was canceled, sure, okay, that happens all the time, but canceled and then removed like it never even existed. You get in bed with snakes and you're going to get bit. The removals come after the Walt Disney Company's CEO, Bob Iger, admitted in company's most recent quarter 2 financial 2023 earnings results webcast. Wow, that's a mouthful. That the company made a lot of content that is not necessarily driving sub growth. And we're getting much more surgical about what it is we make. Or cut out, apparently. So as we look to reduce content spend, we are looking to reduce it in a way that should not have any impact on all subs. We believe there's an opportunity for us to focus more on real sub drivers. Like the people in submarines? Real sub drivers? I don't know how much streaming that they can get, 1,000 feet below the waves there, but okay. I guess, if you're going to have a strategy, why not focus on real sub drivers? Or maybe, hold on, people. Maybe it might be like the delivery drivers for Uber or something like that. They could be, Subway or, Jimmy John's. Maybe those are the real Subway drivers that they're talking about there. Here we are. Miguel comes out with a great point here. He says, 90% of fandomists don't create. Only do black pill opinion videos. That's true. Bear will catch every once in a while the Doomcock stuff, Overlord DVDs out there. Used to watch way back when. In fact, Doomcock and Gary from Neurotic used to actually do a Sunday show together, which was pretty good. I think it started out as sort of a Game of Thrones watch-along after party or something like that. Then kind of stretched out to more kind of cultural stuff. Usually that stuff was pretty good. Watched a couple episodes of the Friday Night Tight Show and would always come in late. I think it ended at like 8 or 9 and Bear would start it at like 8:30. So usually it was ending up. But yeah, there you go. There you go. Let's see. Black pill opinion videos. That is why they fail. Hate is a powerful force. If you use it as energy to create, but they only use it for super chats. George out there. Yes, indeed. Bear agrees, not 90%, but 100% with Miguel out there. Yes, indeed. Speaking of super chats, Bear said this repeatedly. I'll repeat it again. If you're part of the fandom menace out there and you're sending super chats to these folks, here's what I would say in the super chat. Mr. Gary or so-and-so, whoever, please take this, whatever the amount is, $5, $10, whatever. George! Please take this and purchase stock in, I think Disney's up to $90 now. Warner Brothers Discovery is like $15, $20 or something like that. You might be able to find Sony out there. Just purchase one of their stocks or 2 or 3, and then you get to go to the shareholder meetings and you get to say, hey, the Star Wars films, I don't like it, or whatever, Spider-Man or whatever the case may be out there, and make a video out of it. Go out there, hey, we've taken your money from the super chats here. We're putting it towards the stock. And now we're going to go to the shareholder meetings and make a big stink about that. You can film that and make that part of your video. At least you're doing something with it. Yeah, I would definitely agree. Definitely agree out there. Jeff Potts says NFTs can fix this. Boy. NFTs are the means to the end of the war in Ukraine. There you go. NFTs can end co-weed. Co-weed? I missaw that out there. Yes, the Woo flu. the Woo Flu. All right, where are we? What are we talking about? Willow. I forgot even what we were talking about. In fact, Iyer went on to detail that many of these pieces of content. By the way, go ahead and distract Bear. It's fine. Of these pieces of content that they created were negatively impacting Disney's bottom line due to their marketing costs. This is kind of interesting. Outweighing the subscription revenue. In other words, you pay, I don't know, what is Disney Plus? They keep raising the price. What is it, like $10? $15, something like that out there. So their marketing cost completely outweighed the amount of subscribers. And they keep like, oh, look at all the subscribers we got. It's still. He says, in one interesting example, where you make a lot of content, everything needs to be marketed. You're spending a lot of money on marketing things that are not going to have an impact on the bottom except negatively due to the marketing costs. One thing we know is that our films, those that are about to be released rather theatrically, big tentpole movies in particular, are great sub-drivers. They can get that Jimmy John's there real quick. But we were spending our marketing cost so thin, spreading our marketing costs so thin, that we were not allocating enough money to even market them when they came on the service. Very interesting. I thought that was kind of interesting there. What's up with the lady there? I don't understand that. I don't. Well, we'll skip that. I'm not even gonna go there. Excuse me. Grab a drink. Come on, beer. A co-weed, that's what we used to call what I used to share with my friends in college, says P-Money. Yes, indeed. I looked at that real quick and was like, co-weed? What the hell? Okay, I gotcha. Let's see. He even admitted that some pieces of the content program were not driving any subscriptions. As we witnessed by the ones that are coming up, including Avatar, Little Mermaid, Guardians of the Galaxy, Indiana Jones, which, from what Beer hears, man, oh man, that's going to be driving subscriptions away. Elemental the Pixar movie? I think it was the Pixar movie. Where we're actually believe we have an opportunity to lean into those more, put the right marketing dollars against it, allocate more away from programming that was not driving any subs at all. By the way, one of the reasons that they probably threw up a bunch of marketing, it's not so much that you're paying for advertising. I mean, you are. You don't get Bear wrong. You are paying for, hey, I want, this commercial to show on your service, X amount of times, blah, 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 blah. Really, it's buying a press, So let's just say, for example, you're buying time on, I don't know, your Disney. So you're buying time on, let's just say ABC, or no, it'd be NBC or CBS or something like that. You're buying sort of a goodwill. So if somebody comes out on the CBS, they're talking about the new movie that's coming out, the new Indiana Jones movie. Well, they're getting advertising money from you, so you're probably maybe going to pull your punches just a little bit when you're complaining about a movie. You might not go for the kill shot there. So a lot of times you're buying goodwill from people. So when you're starting up, like when they were starting up Disney Plus, probably a lot of the marketing costs that went to a lot of the ancillary stuff was just basically, hey, say good things about Disney Plus, not necessarily, Willow or whatever the heck, it's probably where a lot of that money went to, just buying off goodwill. Let's see, he goes on, he says, I guess this is part of the maturation process as we grow into a business that we'd never been in. It's streaming. It's not that difficult, man. You put stuff up, people want to watch it, they can click on it whenever they want. And if they don't want to watch it, they're never going to watch it. They're never going to click on it. It's just going to burn up server space. We're learning a lot more about it. Really? Wow. Specifically, we're learning a lot more about how our content behaves on the service. I hope nicely. I hope it doesn't drink all your beer or anything like that. That would be terrible. And what it is customers want. Maybe a good Star Wars every couple of years. Not that big of a deal. Brain trust here. Morons, all three of them. The Three Stooges right there. I tell you what. Here we go. Here is the Here is the meat of the matter here. In response to this report that Willow will be pulled from Disney Plus. Actually, I think I've got this. Hold on. Where is it here? There we go. Let's see. Bickerstaff. What a great name. I am bickering on Twitter. I took to Twitter where he wrote... Boy. They gave us 6 months. Not even. This business has become absolutely cruel. Cruel. They should have a picture of him just crying, just like weeping. Well, at least he took out his Ukrainian flag and put up the great gay pride flag. I guess in time for Gay Pride Month here. Just in time. There we go. Oh boy. Anyways, he goes on. He says, let's see here. He says, before you take a tax write-off, these shows have already been released, so you can't write it off. And in the case of Willow, they own the property outright. The only conclusion that this is to get out of paying residuals during a strike. Oh, so close to Pride Month, too. No, the only conclusion is that server space costs quite a bit of money, especially when you're doing video. That can be quite taxing out there, speaking of taxing. 4K or even pretty good. I don't know. Does Disney do 4K? I know Netflix does. I know Apple does. I'm not sure if Disney does. Even if it's just regular 1080p or something like that. Yeah, that takes up a lot of space. Plus, 100 years worth of stuff. Plus all that crap that they're putting out now. Yeah, that costs a lot of money. And if nobody's watching your crap show, it's just taking up space on all these servers. So, yeah, there it goes. There it goes. Bye-bye. 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 Let's see. P-Money says, I'm a total sellout if Disney wants to give me a goodwill money. Ooh. I'll lie about whatever nice things they want me to say about Disney Plus. There we go. Bear tried that with Wakanda Forever and didn't get any salmon. Not at all. Actually, that Bear quoting Bickerstaff makes Bear sound like Mickey Mouse crying. Well, there we go. Maybe we should just clip this. Let's see. He goes on. He says, and look, the eternal streaming libraries are not sustainable. Yeah, genius. That was what we just said. We're all going to have to adjust to that at some point. But to spend redacted $200 million on a show and then for it to disappear in 6 months is just bad business. Yes, it is. It's terrible business. And also terrible writing as well. Terrible writing out there. Willow was the greatest show. Where's my dough, Disney, says P-Money. You can say Willow's the greatest show and tell people to go to Disney Plus, but they're never going to be able to find it. In fact, let me get to that point here. Let me see. Bickerstaff's fellow writer, Brittany Jang, also reacted to the news. My first episode of TV is being wiped from the streamer after only 6 months! ! This totes blows, Disney. Before there were box sets, DVD box sets, to have as a keepsake. Now it will be as if it had never existed. Crying face, crying emoji, WGA strike, WGA strong, writer's strike. There you go. So if you wanna hire some great people, Brittany Jang out there. I'm sure she would never ever stab you in the back. Never at all. Oh, what do you make of Bickerstaff's comments? What do you think about the Walt Disney Company? How long do we have? Let me go to this. I love their article here. Lucasfilm's Willow's audience ratings in the toilet described as a farging beddish of a crap show. I have no idea what that means, but that's pretty funny. Pretty funny out there. So there you are. There they are. They're laughing at the, just laughing, taking the money to the bank, and poor Bicker, whatever his name is, Bickerstaff. He's just, why? We injected lesbian romances into a children's fantasy, and nobody liked it. Why? Because nobody wants that crap. That's why. That's why. Let's see. Do we do this other story? I might save this for another time. I'm not sure. Anyways, the Z-Man out here. This is also bounding into comics. The great John F. Trent. Warner Brothers Discovery. The Z-Man continues to hype James Gunn. Why? I don't know. But seemingly predicts multiple failures. Oh boy. Hey, that James Gunn, he's doing great, but half the time or 2/3 of the time, it's just gonna be total garbage. Warner Brothers Discovery CEO continued to try and build the hype around the future of the DC Universe and DC Studios. CEO James Gunn for his vision of the future, but has noted he expects at least half or at least 2/3 of the project won't succeed. There you go. Laying down the law on CNBC. Yeah, we want you to subscribe to our service here. I think it's coming up, was it next week? Next week sometime. Quick, come over to Max. No, not HBO Max, just Max. Oh, okay. Come over to Max. I mean, half the shows, 2/3 of the shows, and they're going to be garbage. They're going to just be trash out there. But, there's going to be a couple gems in the garbage can there. During a recent appearance at, what the hell? Moffat Nathelson's Technology and Media Conference. Bear should start a technology and media conference. Just get all like the bigwigs, get them all into one room, and just reenact the ending scene there from Inglourious Bastards, whatever it is. As reported by The Wrap, the Z-Man says, what we tried to do is get really great leadership. The philosophy of our company is we don't want people to go to meetings. We want people to do the work. What? Shocking. So when I was meeting with James Gunn, he was writing Superman, and he had written Guardians of the Galaxy, which is now a big hit, for Marvel. It's doing okay. Which we were happy about because Gunn wrote that movie and directed that movie. I'm looking at it and thinking to myself, why isn't this guy running DC? He grew up his whole life with DC, his whole life with these DC characters. He knows every one of them. They're his family. That's kind of sad. He wrote a Superman, which I read. Oh, come on, man. I'm sure the Z-Man out there just broke open a script. Yeah, he's like, oh, yeah, let me, start from fade in here and read all 120, 130 pages of it. I'm sure nobody in his orbit read the script and just gave him an outline. I'm sure he really understands all that stuff. This is the guy we want, and everybody wants to work with him. I don't know why, but okay. There you go. There he is. Guardians of the Galaxy, Chris Pratt, hanging out, doing their thing. I noticed that they chose this picture. They had another picture. Let me see if I can find that. Had another picture from the same event. If you're going to be... You're going to be at these events and stuff like that, you got to watch out kind of what pictures you're taking. Just kind of a friendly piece of advice to Mr. Gunn out there. With the situation that you were in, you might not want to be photographed with children, young adults out there that's, are no relation to you whatsoever, with all the sort of rumors flying around out there. Just saying friendly piece of advice out here. Anyways. Unfortunately, the Z-Man's claim is easily disproven as Batman actor Ben Affleck, who appears in several, Dunkin' Donuts commercials, and The Flash, I guess, recently made it clear he had no intention of working with James Gunn at DC. He says, I would not direct something for the James Gunn DC. Absolutely not. I'm sure that's pretty adamant there. Absolutely Absolutely not. There we go. He says, he's looking stunned there. He's like, no, I don't think I'm going to do another Batman. Gunn had previously indicated on Twitter he'd met with Affleck. I think we talked about that in the past. Blah, 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 blah. Another skirting of the truth with Mr. Gunn out there. Nevertheless, the Z-Man went on to provide more details about Gunn and his fellow CEO, the Safran, their vision for the DC Universe. We've got a 10-year plan, people. 10-year. I mean, the Soviet Union only had 5-year plans. They've got a 10-year plan. Superman is quote-unquote written? First draft, maybe. We're early now in casting. He and the Safran are the real deal. We worked really hard on Flash. And Black Adam. It showed. Flash isn't a fantastic movie. It's coming out in 6 weeks. We like the slate coming up. What about Aquaman? Didn't say word one about Aquaman. Now we think we've made the turn on the motion picture business. We'll see if we're right. It's a tough business. But now we have movies that we like. The whole Ezra Miller situation there. We have movies that when we test, they're testing really well. And we worked hard on them. So I have great belief in DC, except for that Batgirl movie. Time will tell on whether the upcoming slate proves successful, but recent releases that were in production before the Gunn and the Safran were appointed have failed at the box office. Black Adam only grossed $391 million, reportedly having a $200 million budget. Go ahead and double that with P&A. So, they didn't. They lost about $10 million there. Shazam! Fury in the Gods would do even worse, bringing in $132 million on a $125 million budget. So, they lost $10 million. Look there. Poor The Rock. He's like, gosh darn it. Now we got to go back to Fast and the Furious 11 or 12 or 15 or whatever the hell they're up to nowadays. For crying out loud. Gosh dang it. Now we got to go make nice with Vin Diesel. For crying out loud. Black Adam's failure, so Dwayne Rock Johnson announced, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. We talked about that before. Sandberg's out. He's gone. He's saying, I'm out. Been away for a while. I'm going back to horror. Going back to horror movies. Let's see. Interestingly, the Z-Man would tell those at the Bear Salmon Conference that he expects more failures while detailing the company's new philosophy. We've greenlit a number of projects. I think it's one of the assets that was really underutilized and underdeveloped in the company. We also have this philosophy at the company of no content before it's time. This year, we don't want to put a movie out or a game out unless we think it's our best work. Shazam and Black Adam say hello. However, he noted, even if we do that half the time, 2/3 of the time, it's not going to work. But that's the new cultural philosophy at the company. Failure first. We're a storytelling company. The best creatives fight to make our content the best it could be. Actually, that might not be a bad idea. Just maybe film like James Gunn fighting it out with, what was the name? Sandberg guy there. Have him fight it out in like an octagon or something like that. And okay, we're going to do Shazam 3 or we're going to do the new Superman movie. Ding, 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 and have them fight it out. Literally fight it out. That'd be great. Ezra Miller. What do you make? I don't make anything. He's telling everybody that they're going to fail half the time. Or more. Or more. The Z-Man. Looking very confident there. Yeah, we're going to fail half the time, sure. Why not? What the hell? But go see our movie. Go check it out. Go check out Aquaman, even though it has no connection to what we're doing afterwards. Please send money. Please send money. P Money will take checks from DC as well. He says, James Gunn is a genius and a treasure. Well, high praise. High praise, sir. Do they have a 10-year Ezra Miller plan as well? Yeah, just keep him in rehab the whole time. There you go. Just keep him in rehab. Ezra Miller did nothing wrong. Sorry, DC. No amount of money is worth it. Says P Money out there. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, people, let's leave this on a high note out here. Let's leave it on a high note. We'll go to our good friends at the New York Post, Angela Barbuti. Barbuti out there. Well, we just got some great names. The perfect ploy that would be cat rescue adoption adds CatVana, modeled after CarVana. CarVana out there. There we are. Actually, I've got, hold on, where is it here? Where is it here? I know I've got it. Here we go. Here we go. Oops, I did the wrong one. There we go. There is the CatVana. CatVana. A creative volunteer at a cat rescue came up with the perfect way to advertise its felines up for adoption. Wait, why are they $100 if they're up for adoption? What the hell? Kayla Del Corse, who runs social media for Pippi's Place, a nonprofit in Atlanta, crafted CatVana ads modeled after those on CarVana, the online used car retailer. I wonder if they keep them up in that, like, big, see-through skyscraper there. That would be kind of interesting. In the parody post, which is featured on its Instagram and Facebook pages on Wednesday, the cats are advertised like the vehicles would be on its site. Listed are four-legged fur babies, such as 2014 Ferrari, named Arliss, black exterior, power napping, a 2015 Fursates called Buddy. He's got a custom gray saddle kit and seat heater. And Cassie, a 2022 Meowsda. Meow. Help me out, people. Hold on. Let's see, where is it? Let me find it here. Help Bear out here. A Meowsda. Meowsda. We'll go with that. Decole. How do you pronounce it? Del Corre. Said the inspiration came from her husband's recent car shopping. My husband has been waiting to buy a truck for months. He occasionally brings me his phone to show me the listings. On Tuesday morning, while I was brainstorming cute ways to display all 9 of Pippi's Place available cats in one post, man, that's a lot of peas. My husband walked into my office to show me a truck listing. She then got to work and created a page by browsing through the CarVana website. Different amusing descriptions kept popping up in my head, like 4-paw drive, rear air vent, and the rest of them, so I went ahead and made the individual listings as well, Decolore explained at the outlet. The post was also shared on Reddit, where it garnered 65,000 upvotes and over 1,500 comments, which couldn't have come at a better time. She says, right now we're working through the kitten season, so we have a high volume of kittens. There's a kitten season? Who knew? Who are too young to be adopted out, and some with illnesses and injuries that need to be treated before going to forever homes. The puns. Our volunteers are working literally around the clock every 4 hours to care for these kittens. Through the social media buzz, the nonprofit has received an outpouring of support, including donation inquiries. It even got an application from a family in Canada, wonder if that was P. Bunny, who wanted to adopt the Ferrari Arliss. They're willing to go through the adoption and transfer process to bring him home. Man, how do you get a cat through customs? That's got to be a little hard for that. Little bit hard. What is the Meowsda? Let's see. A custom multicolor exterior, automatic 5-speed, a seat heater, self-cleaning, a stealth package, power napping, of course, cat-friendly, kid-friendly, litter box trained, a cat fax certified, and a 100% good girl. Yes, indeed. 4-paw drive, stain resistance, safety sensors, anti-slip tires. Pretty cool. Not bad for $100. Cassie. Oh, little Cassie there. The Meowsda. The 2022 Meowsda. There we go. Let's see. $100 for a cat, says P Money. I could buy 2 Comicsgate books with that money. Oh, wait. Canadian shipping has gotten worse. 1 Comicsgate book. Oh, I'm so sorry, P Money. We need to work on that underground comics railroad into Canada. Maybe we can get the truckers to help us out with that one. I swear that cat is trying to stare into my soul. Yes, indeed. He says, $100, pony up. Pony up. Does the Meowsda have an AM/FM radio? I don't see that. Unfortunately, do not see that, unfortunately. It's one of the newer cars. They're trying to get rid of the AM radios in the newer cars out there. So maybe the cats as well. Maybe the cats as well. We'll see. Lawrenceville, Georgia. A little ways to go. That's quite a shipping. I hope they put in the holes into the box there if they're going to ship it up to Canada. Hope so. Here we are. There we go, people. There we are. CatVana, people. CatVana. Where was Amy and Melissa? This was a perfect story for them. Perfect story out there for them. Anyways, people. Let me get back to it. No, not that one. There we go. There it is. Here it is. Batman in his bathing suit for whatever reason. Not sure if it works, but it's intriguing to bear. Very intriguing to bear for some reason. Yes, indeed. All right, people. Well, we're kind of wrapping things up here, kind of winding things down here. Do want to remind everybody we got a nice video out there opening up a box from Siege. Great. She just wrote Bear just recently here, and very, very nice. She gave Bear a note as well there on the artwork there. So if you're a fan of Siege or maybe some Street Fighter, spoiler alert, go ahead check out that video. We've also got coming up on I believe Monday it will be the cash grab. Believe it or not, people, cash grab box open. So we've got that. We've got our show here. In fact, let me do the thing with the thing. And where did I put it? Because Beer always neglects to mention the archive channel. Do the thing with the thing. There we go. You can always check it out in the description there. Just doing great work out there with the archive channel. If you want a more beer experience there, go check that out. Anyways, I wanted to thank everybody out there. Of course, P Money. Miguel, haven't seen Miguel in quite a while. Thank you, Miguel, for all the great comments, I should say. Jeff Potts as well, doing his thing. Go get Jeff Potts' book, people. Buy his book, people. Yes, indeed. Well, thank you, P Money. Thank you, P Money. Well, anyways, people, all this talk about comics and cats has made Bear hungry. No, not the cats. I promise. Has made Bear hungry. So you know what, people? He's going to head out into the woods. So until next time, people, grrrrr.